What's going on, guys? This is BYSSTED. So not too long ago, we had a new archetype announced in the OCG, which obviously we're going to be getting in the TCG in like freaking 10 years because that's always what happens. And you also already know that it has synergy with Fallen of Albaz because that is Konami's favorite card. And it happens to be extremely freaking powerful, and you can make a lot of negates thanks to some of these cards because they're level 6, they're dragons, and they have some other very interesting characteristics. So I will be showing you guys 4 extremely in-depth combos on how to utilize this engine very well in a Thunder deck. Very combo heavy with Punk Engine, obviously. But of course, before we get into, the explanation of anything, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let's try to get this video to 1,000 likes because as soon as we hit that, I will be making a live stream on this deck. And now let's jump right into it. Alright, so combo number 1, my hand is pretty nice. I have White Dragon Wyver Buster, DR Note, and Thunder Dragon Dark Emergency Teleport, and the Saronir. So this card is just like every single other BYSSTED monster. Well, there's 3 of them that are kind of similar. You can banish a Louder Dark from either his graveyard, including your own, special summon the monsters, and then it becomes a quick effect if your opponent controls a monster. So in other words, this has the potential to be like a DD Crow in a way. And if they're sent to the graveyard, if they're special summoned, whatever, they always have an effect, so this one is like a Foolish Burial. But anyways, I'll be going Emergency Teleport for Xiamen, and then search for the Foxy Tune. I already have the Deer Note, so I can't use Foxy Tune's effect, I have to use the Deer Note's effect. And now I can make Chaos Ruler, Chilling 1, Chilling 2, revive back the Xiamen. So this is the standard play in anything that really utilizes the graveyard. I already made a video on how insanely splashable the Punk Engine is. And of course, I milled the Saronir, so now I can Foolish for another monster, which is not super relevant because I don't really need 10 billion in my graveyard. I mean, 1 is way more than enough, and this card just happens to have a graveyard effect, the BYSSTED Lubellion. I kind of lied, it's not a graveyard effect, it's kind of like the Infernoids, it's an inherent summon from the graveyard, so you can summon it back by tributing a level 6 or higher Dark Dragon monster. And once per turn, you can place 1 branded continuous spell trap from your deck to the field. Note that it actually says place and not activate, so even under anti-spell, you can still use this effect and get spell cards on the field. Yes, this is one of the only ways in Yu-Gi-Oh! To put spell cards on the field under anti-spell without having to wait a turn. Anyways, we're going to be getting the rebranded, very good card. During either player's turn, once per turn, if a Louder Dark monster is banished, you can target one of those monsters, place it on the bottom of the deck, and then draw 1 card. Very similar to the graveyard effect of Chaos Space. And once per turn, if your opponent normals or special summons a monster, you can revive back a BYSSTED monster from your graveyard. So 2 very good effects. This card is definitely very nice. And now we're going to be going for the White Dragon Wyver Burster, and then link them off in order to make the Needle Fiber, Chilling 1, Chilling 2, because we can chain block, might as well. Summon Jet Synchron, search the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, and then summon it, and then put back the White Dragon Wyver Burster, and then draw 1 card, make the artifact Dagda, and then search again. So even though I didn't have Chaos Space, I'm still, getting all of my searches. Like, it's really interesting. But anyways, Jet Synchron, revive back, pitch the Roar, and now I'm going to be reviving back the Chaos Ruler. And of course, level 8 tuner Dark Dragon Synchro with a level 1, non-tuner rather, with a level 1 tuner, so I can make the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. And now I'm going to be using the effect of Magnamut. So this one, again, just like Saronir and the other one, you can summon it by banishing a Lighter Dark, but this time on the special summon, you kind of have like a Scarm end phase effect from the deck or graveyard to search a dragon monster. This is actually very nice because you can search Chaos Dragon Levianeer for your follow-up, or you can search another kind of quote-unquote DD Crow, which I will be explaining even more in detail on how you can double interrupt your opponent with 1 single card. Anyways, now we're going to be going Chilling 1, Chilling 2, so Roar, and then Chilling 3, the Dagda, get the artifact site. So we already have freaking 10 billion cards on the field. This is already looking very good. And now we're going to be making the IP Masquerena, trigger the effect of Thunder Dragon Dark, we'll summon the Saronir, banish, and then make the Beatrice. And what are we going to be foolishing for Beatrice? I'll give you a hint, it's a purple card. Yes, it's a summon limit, or honestly any floodgate that you really want to. You could foolish for the anti-spell, any continuous trap card that makes you insta-win. You have the ability to do that, and you can recycle it back with Nightmare Griffin. So you're going to be detaching, well, discarding 1 card, get back the Nightmare Griffin, and the Nightmare Griffin kind of has a negative effect on yourself as well. All the monsters that are not linked, they will be unable to use their effects if they're a special summon, so that kind of sucks. And so we're going to be linking it off for World Ocean Dragon Zealantis. The effect of this monster does not matter. The only really important thing is the fact that, reminiscent to the Salamangreat Link monsters, as if you have the field spell, you do not have to use another monster. You can kind of just like relink it. So by using just the Griffin, we can make the World Ocean Dragon, and that way the Griffin is now in the graveyard, no longer on the field, so it is no longer a nuisance for us. Anyways, we're going to be passing turn, and now on the end phase, we're going to be searching the Levineer, or we can search for another very nice monster that, again, this one, the BYSSTED Druid Worm, but we don't have IP Masquerena, so it doesn't make that much sense right now. On our opponent's turn, we have a lot of interruptions, so the Beatrice can send Fairy Tale Snow if we didn't have it in the grave already, but I already milled it off of the Chaos Ruler, so that wasn't really necessarily a necessity. So I'm going to be sending the Chaos Space Mine as well. It's going to be a free draw one next turn. And my opponent normals or special summons a monster, so I can revive back the Magnamut, and then go for Needle Fiber into TG Wonder Magician, pop my Scythe, and then get a lot of effects going. So on the end phase, I'm going to get another search thanks to Magnamut. So literally every single freaking turn, you get a search or recycle back. So the Levineer, even though it's just a one-of, you can resolve it like 67 times per game. Anyways, we're obviously going to be scything our opponent, and then we're going to be quick sinking into Baron. So 2 Omni Negates with a Scythe Lock, any Floodgate, freaking Fairy Tale Snow thanks to Beatrice, a D-Crow thanks to the BYSSTED monsters that you get to search, and a lot of resources, and you can draw cards on your opponent's turn, search cards on your opponent's turn. Bro, what is this, man? I have like 9 cards in my hand. I'm getting another search on the end phase, and my full field is stacked. This makes no sense. But you already know it. This is just combo number 1. Let's get right into combo number 2 now. Alright, combo number 2, my hand is also very insane. I have the Druid Worm, Chaos Dragon Levineer, Chaos Space, Batteryman Solar, and Foolish Burial. I'll be going normal summon the Solar, send the Roar, and I already have full combo because Solar plus any BYSSTED monster equals 4 monsters on the field, and I can make Curious using Linkuriboh, Dark, and BYSSTED Druid Worm. So that's how I always get my summon limit in the graveyard, which is an absolute joke. It's literally 0 effort. Just like that, I was able to have just so much pressure on my opponent. And of course, I have the Libellion, so I can get my rebranded, which is going to be a free draw one, so might as well. Foolish Burial, so I can get Jet Synchron in the grave, which is a tuner, because I want to have access to Needle Fiber, so I can kind of do like the Scythe Lock with Dagda, Needle Fiber, TG Wonder Magician, etc. So now I'm going for the Dagda, but I still need my tuner access, which is going to be fine because I'm eventually going to be able to draw a card one day and, you know, have a discard for a thingy. I still don't have a tuner monster on the field, but no worries. I was able to draw it off of emergency, well, off of the Griffin, even though, again, it didn't matter because I had the Jet Synchron in my grave anyways. Obviously, there was no way for me to predict that was going to be good at the game. Needle Fiber, summon the Xiamen. Thunder Dragon Hog. This play is so spicy, man. Get back your Roar and then make Beatrice using the Roar and a BYSSTED monster. So that way, I'm guaranteed to always have Fairy Tale Snow in my graveyard. And we're not done yet, because now I'm going to be making the IP Masquerena, and then past turn, I'm going to keep the Griffin on the field this time, because all my monsters are linked, so every single one of them can activate their effects. Beatrice is going to be foolishing for anything on my opponent's turn. Revive back a monster, and then IP Masquerena, link off for the Unicorn, and I'm going to be shoveling back a card, drawing 1 card, getting a search on the end phase with the Magnamut, and then TG Wonder Magician, pop the Scythe, and then revive back. Again, everything is linked, so everything is fine. Make the Baron, and then flip the freaking Floodgate, which could have been anti-spell on standby anyways, so the world is your oyster. I mean, look, like, literally every hand is the nuts. Like, I hard drew Summon Limit, but I didn't need it because I'm searching it every single time anyways. My hand has Libellion, Solar Summon Limit, Xiamen. Kind of unfortunate that I drew 2 normal summons, but the best one in this situation would be the Solar. I think it's just a little better because I already have a way to, you know, get my stuff going since I have a BYSSTED monster. So now I'm going to be popping off like there's no freaking tomorrow. You already know it, but I don't have to go into Curious, so that's the beauty of the hand that I have now. I can go for Dagda and now get a search for the Duo, which is also not necessarily a card that I have to play. It's kind of just for flex, but this Curious is still going to be sending the Jet Synchron, because I just like making Needle Fiber. What can I say, man? Thunder Dragon Duo, definitely not going to be used for the fact that it's a level 8 monster. And, oh, Allure of Darkness, blind, but get a dark. So, you know, when you're good, you're good. And you're going to be getting back the Dagda into the extra deck. Draw 1 card, Needle Fiber for Xiamen. Link off into Masquerena, past turn, but this is way more than enough. I mean, most decks can't even handle this anyway, so even when my hand is awkward and when the best doesn't happen, it really doesn't matter. And look at this, man. This literally makes no sense. So, you probably missed a lot of things, but basically, when my opponent normal summons or special summons a monster, again, I get to revive back a BYSSTED monster, so that's the reason why I randomly have Druid Worm on the field. And this Druid Worm is another piece of interruption because when I link it off for either Appaloosa or Unicorn or whatever, I get to also send a special summon monster my opponent controls to the grave. Yeah, seriously, good luck playing. You're never gonna be able to play against this deck. It's really unfair, but it is what it is. So yeah, Unicorn, gonna be shuffling back your Flying Fish. Such an oppressive card. Oh my god, I really had to Unicorn it away, oh my dude. And yeah, this is very beautiful, huh? Oh my god. Yo, very consistent every single time. I'm always doing the exact same thing. Before proceeding into combo number 4, if you haven't already, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. And now let's get right into it. My hand is also very nice. Emergency Teleport, Deer Note, BYSSTED Lubellion, and then Levineer and Saronir. So Emergency Teleport into Xiamin. Get the Foxy Tune. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Oh my god. And then summon the Deer Note, then make Chaos Ruler, Chilling Quench, Chilling 2. A good question would be, oh Yasin, why are you not going into Zombie Vampire? I just don't like helping out my opponents. I'm not a nice guy, what can I say? Yeah, imagine if your opponent mails like 3 Tier Laments monsters and a Shaddoll Beast. It's game over, you lose. So I'm going to be doing a lot of things now. The Striker Dragon is really going to help out a lot of plays here. Now, this is the one play where, the one combo where I'm not going to be showcasing Dagda and Scythe. So if you're getting tired of always seeing those plays in every single combo deck, don't worry, I got you. Popping off as if that wasn't an issue, because I can still make 10 negates even without, you know, the Scythe lock. It really is irrelevant when I have summon limit. But again, the summon limit could have been anything else. It could have been anti-spell, whatever. I feel like it's just way too redundant when you're already making an unbreakable board that prevents the opponent from summoning from the extra deck. So anti-spell definitely the most logical play here. But anyways, Hot Red Dragon, Archfiend Abyss, Levineer, make my opponent lose another card. And we're not done yet. Revive back the Libellion, and now link off the Griffin for World Ocean Dragon in the extra monster zone, so we have space to revive back the Chaos Ruler and draw one card, make Harbinger, pass turn there, and face search. What the frick is this? Hot Red, Harbinger, Summon Limit or Anti-Spell, whatever. Beatrice that can send Fairy Tale Snow. BYSSTED Druid Worm, which is a DD Crow, and when it's sent to the graveyard, your opponent has to give up on a special summon monster. That's absolutely freaking stupid. So yeah, this deck is extremely scary. I am very excited to have it in the TCG. A lot of careers will be ended thanks to this archetype. And that's pretty much all I had to say for this video. So let me know your thoughts about this archetype in the comment section below. Again, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.